Hi boys and girls, Steve the Builder here again. Good to have you in my workshop. Look, I've finished cutting all around the castle top now. Had to cut carefully all around here, all along here, in around here, around this triangle, down this side and to there. And now it's all done, and I'm going to now start looking at the snowflake that's going to go on there. But before I do your children know what this shape here is called, Linda? I know they know triangles because we've looked at triangles. These are equilateral triangles because they've got even sides, and I know they know squares because there's a square here, this little square, because that's all four sides are the same length there, and all these corners are 90 degrees. They're right angles. They're called squares, and this is an equilateral triangle because its sides are equal. But do they know what this shape is called?
I think, Stephen, that some of our boys and girls will know this because I know we've talked about it, and I know that our Dream Team 4-year-olds have been learning about this shape.
Well, it starts with T. It's called a trapezium, and it's got two sides of the same length. These are the same length, and two sides that aren't, and these two sides are parallel. So it's a trapezium. It's a special shape in mathematics. Wonderful shape. And what about this last shape here, from here down, that's still not painted? This shape here, it's got four sides, two are the same length and two are the same length, but they're not all the same, are they? These ones are longer than those, but it's got right angle corners like the square. It's called a rectangle. A rectangle.
I think most of the boys and girls would know that shape too.
So we've got squares, rectangle,
so that's
triangles.
A square over there.
Yep.
Square.
Rectangle here.
Rectangle shape there.
Triangles.
And a nice big triangle on the top.
And now a trapezium up the top here. And on top of the trapezium we're going to insert a star that's going to go over here, which is really a snowflake, which I'm going to work on now. Right, boys and girls, you might like to see what I'm going to use to make the snowflake. I'm going to use a saw to cut these straight bits, and I'm going to use my hole saw to cut the round bits. You can see my hole saw on the end of that. It's a biggie, isn't it? And my skill saw is over here. It's a little skill saw, this one. I've got a big one, but this one's quite handy for small spaces. So I've just been charging its little battery. So I'll take its battery off charge and plug it in here. So it's ready to go. And of course, when I'm using a skill saw or my jigsaw, I always wear my mask because it stops getting dust into my lungs. So let's just have a look at what I've done here. I've hammered a nail in each point where the circle starts so that I can see where I've got to have to drill the piece out. So let me just pull out this nail here now that I've nailed it in. This one as well. This one. This one. And this one here. One's already out over there, so that's done. So let's just have a look under here what we've got. You can see I've got the point where I'm going to drill the circles and the part where I've got to cut the points. So let me start by drilling a hole through here to guide my saw, because if you have a look here, there's a point that's got to drive through that wood to make the circle then cut, and I can't see it when I go like this because it's too hard. It's hidden under the big circle. So what I'm going to do is just use my little drill to drill a hole through here first. So I'll just pull that off the edge so I don't drill my table, and I'll put a hole through here. Right, that's the hole that's going to be drilled through with the big drill, and the big circle cutter will follow it. And I'm just going to clamp this on here so I don't have to hold the wood. And I might put another clamp on the other side as well. So I'll just grab that from under here. this side too. So that's held firm. There's plenty of gap there so it won't draw my table. And here we go. I'll just put my mask on first. It's going to be quite dusty. And here we go. That's surprisingly easy. Surprisingly easy to drill that through. So how many more have I got to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they'll have the 6 holes drilled, and the points will be ready to saw. Okay, I'll cut one circle out, and what I want to do is cut another one, and then I'll use my saw to show you what I'm going to do all the rest of the way around. So here we go with that bit. That's the other circle cut out. And now I'm just going to run my skill saw up there and up there, circular saw, and you'll see how the point's going to look. There we go. One more cut and you'll see it.
See, boys and girls, if you can spot the red light that shines so that Steve can follow along the black line and get it exactly on the right spot.
Right, now you can actually see one of the points of the snowflake. The other points are going to be cut out similarly, and it'll look spectacular when it's finished. Now that we've got our top all cut out, we can go on and paint the store. You can see I've started. Linda helped me mix the nice paint up, the nice pink paint. Pink paint, that's alliteration. And I just need to go carefully down the edge like so.
I wonder if the boys and girls can think what colours we had to mix up to make the pink.
I wonder if they can think of that. What's pink made of? There's a fair bit of white in this colour. What else, what other colour would I have needed to add to make this white paint? You can sort of see a wee bit of white still left in the corners there. Should have mixed it up a bit better. But a lot of white paint, but what other colour would go in there? Do you know, Linda?
It's a bit of a trick. It's red.
Red paint.
Amazing, isn't it?
I should have showed them me making it.
It's such a pretty pink with the white and the red.
Beautiful colour. Like on the model one. And what we'll do when we finish this pink door, we'll put a snowflake on it as well, shall we? That would look great, wouldn't it? And then we've got to cut it out, of course, like we did the top, and put a door handle on it and some hinges so they can open it and go in. Because that's important, be able to get inside, otherwise it's not much good having a castle just stand outside and you can't get in. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to putting the door hinges on.
I know there's lots of people at our preschool that love this colour, Stephen.
Are there?
Yes, pink's their favourite colour.
I see some of the girls with their lovely Elsa dresses on. They'll like to wear these into the castle, I bet.
We'll have to have a fairy tale day when we get back, won't we? Everyone can dress up as their favourite fairy tale character.
That'd be good. Little gnome can come to that. He loves fairy tales. He'll win Ducky.
I see that you paint exactly the same way we tell the boys and girls to, Steve. You go around the outside really, really carefully of your picture.
It's like colouring in, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's a real good technique. So you have to go carefully around the outside. This is a bit tricky around here because it's
A bit curvy.
Curvy. And then you go around the outside. Even if you've got felt tip or crayon, not just paint, and then you paint carefully around the outside, and then it doesn't matter in the middle. But look how carefully Steve's painting. And do you know, Stephen, that all the boys and girls learn this in our Italia area, and they learn it at the Dream Team 4-year-old table too. They learn that you colour round the edge first.
Carefully like that, and then you can go faster in the middle.
Very quickly in the middle. But you take care on the outside, because it would look dreadful if there was a big smudge of pink on your beautiful blue paint, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't want that at all.
There we go. See how Steve comes carefully round.
Carefully round there, right up against the line.
He's not scribbling. He's not doing it quickly. He's being very careful. And then swish, swish the paint in the middle. Look, it's looking very pretty. Look, when it dries, the paint goes even darker.
Goes a bit darker pink, eh? Often paint does that, goes darker as it dries.
There it is, coming round again.
Be really careful here.
Made it. And then swish, swish in the middle. There
we are, Linda, it's all finished. What do you think of that?
Pretty. I know that there are lots of people that will love that little door.
Can't wait to cut it out. Well, girls and boys, look, it's painted now. The door's lovely. All I have to do is finish it by cutting it out. That'll look great. And maybe one or two of the windows. And then, of course, I've got the sides to put on so that it'll be ready for you when you come back to preschool. Now, I hear that some children are going back soon, and Linda and Marianne are going to be there with you. And I'll be at home just carrying on with my work. I've just finished making that star, the snowflake rather. Looks going to look great up here once I've painted it blue, and it'll look really lovely when it goes on that trapezium. So I've got that to do while I'm at home, and I've got some other little jobs over here. We've got the train to finish. I've made some wheels for that. You can see the wheels here going to go on the train, and I've got that to paint with a little black paint that I've got there. So there's lots of little jobs. The lid there that goes on here I found. So I'll get that all done as well to bring to preschool. So everything's ready for when you come back. So I look forward to seeing you back at preschool, girls and boys. Until I see you, be good for your parents. Bye-bye.